Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today we are going to be doing a get ready with me while talking about my 2025 bingo. Now, the 2025 bingo is an idea that I stole from my friend's sister. Basically, one of my friends, Ellie, her sister decided to do, instead of doing resolutions, she was going to do a bingo card of things that she wanted to do in 2025, and this ranged from like really big things, like big goals, to like small, tiny little minuscule things. And yeah, my friend Ellie showed me her bingo card and I was like, I want to steal that idea. I think that is such a smart thing. So I thought that we would go through my 2025 bingo card, and because I'm extra, I have literally written it down in my really pretty planner. But yeah, I thought we would just do our makeup together and just talk about my 2025 bingo. And you'll notice that there are some that are quite big, some that are quite small, and some that are just plain dumb. And I think that's just the joy of it. And the goal is to hit bingo by the end of the year. And I thought that we will play it with the Lins and Glisten Cosmetics collab wet liner palette, because it's really pretty and I want to do something silly graphic liner. Also, if you're curious, I have 2 bandages on my arms for those people that don't watch with visual cues. I've got 2 bandages on my arms. I had my contraceptive implant taken out of this arm and put into this arm because I had to get it replaced. No babies for me. But yeah, I got it replaced yesterday and I have to keep the bandages on for a couple days, so yeah, I kind of look like I've been in a fight. Now, I was gonna do a very demure makeup look while we talked about my 2025 bingo with the new Glaminatrix 6-pan palettes. They're not really that new anymore in the makeup world, but to me they're still new. But I figured I wanted to do a whole separate video just focusing on these, so we're gonna do some silly graphic liner. Also, hydration check, make sure you're drinking water. I say that as I am not drinking water, I am drinking a... What's in my beverage today? I am drinking the Greg's Sparkling Mango and Pineapple made with real fruit juice. It's quite sad that that my ex has the same name as a very popular fast food bakery thing in the UK. I like how I was gonna make that into a joke and then I just didn't. I just kind of let it sit there. Bringing you in a little bit closer, if you see me occasionally scratching the bandage, just ignore it. I now know what my patients, I now know what the patients feel like at the vet practice when we have to do bandage changes, because a lot of them try to take off the bandage. They don't like the bandages, and I understand why. It's itchy. Right, now any other beauty creator would be like, I just did my skincare. Well, I am doing this right after work and I can't be bothered to do my skin. Do my skin? Okay, so I'm just kind of just wiping away any yuckiness. And yeah, I'm probably not going to talk too much about the products that I'm using, but I will like hold them up and show you, and they will be listed in the description down below, so there's that. But I'm gonna put on my face while we talk about my first thing. The primer just spat out all over there. Not that you could see it, I just kind of looked like I... Anyway. So yeah, I'm going to put a picture of the bingo card right here so you can see the full thing in all its glory. But when I talk about each individual thing, I'll just show you like a little picture of the square and then discuss it. But yeah, this is the overview. We have a mix of things. Now we are gonna go row by row, and this is how close I have to be in order to see things without my glasses, just so you know. It's actually quite bad. So the first thing is finish my sleeve. Now I've got, annoyingly, can't really see it with the bandage, I have a lot of tattoos and I just want to finish this sleeve. I think I have a couple of gaps left. It was actually really funny because the nurse, when she was replacing my my rod, I'll just call it my rod, I've always have, when she was replacing my rod, she like needed to put it in like here, obviously, and I've got like a tattoo of a little cat there that I called Molly because she looks a little bit like my cat. Anyway, she put the, before she was putting the implant in, she was like, I'm gonna try and make sure I like avoid the tattoo, and I told her, I was like, I don't mind if it has to go over the tattoo, because I mean this is a medical procedure and like I prioritize, you know, medicine over my tattoos, to be honest. Like, it's not the end of the world if it gets a little bit warped. But she said, I know, but it looks so cute, I don't want to ruin it. The sweetest nurse, the cutest woman. But yeah, I just have a lot of gaps on this sleeve. Ironically, you can't really see them because the bandage is covering them, but I have this really awkward gap, like, here, like, and in my armpit. I don't think I'll ever get my armpit done. I think I'm just gonna... I'm leaving that. But I have all of this that's like it's like too big to kind of leave empty, but like not big enough for like a proper piece. I kind of need to figure it out. And I also have this part here, which has been bugging me for years. And I just think that, you know what, I should have a tattoo goal on my list, like, for 2025, because it's me. I already have had a tattoo this year. It was Molly and Georgie. Look, right here. It's really cute. It's my two kitties! On my thigh. It's beautiful. You may be thinking, Skye, why did you do that instead of, start finishing your sleeve? I don't know. I don't know. And then it means that once this sleeve is finished, I can then start working on either my other arm, or I'll probably move on to my legs, to be honest, because my legs are looking kind of bare. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna book a day session with the artist that does most of my tattoos, Heidi. I love Heidi. She did like all of this upper arm and like these lavenders. She did a bunch. I'll probably just book a day session in with her and be like, look girl, can you just fill all these gaps? I do want to get like a little gecko or something there. I love lizards. Now the next square in the bingo is go to the doctors. Now technically I have already done this, however I want to go to the doctors specifically about my chronic pain because I kind of made a discovery. I don't want to talk too much about it because like I don't know for certain if this is like a thing, but I made a discovery that I realised it could be linked to why I have chronic pain and no doctors have spotted it, and I was like, I should probably go to the doctor about that. I literally discovered it, like, summer last year. Have I gone to the doctor about it? No, because I'm scared. When you are a young person that, like, deals with chronic pain, doctors are very scary and very hit and miss. Like, it's just a bit of a nightmare. But I want to finally, like, kind of be like, no, we're gonna do this, it's gonna happen, and just go to the doctors, because I know for the long run it's better for my health. It's just very scary. I'm just a teenager. I am not. I am nearly 24. To be fair, a client at work did ask me if I was 16, and I was like, babes, no, I'm not 16. This one does kind of need explaining if you're not from the UK. 5 spoons in 5 cities. So in... I don't know how to explain it. So in the UK, there's a, like, restaurant pub chain called Wetherspoons, and I don't... Honestly, there probably is, like, a video essay on, like, the history of Wetherspoons, because, like, spoons is the most, like, one of the most iconically British things. They just sell really cheap drinks, and, like, cheap food, but, like, even though it's cheap, it's, like, good for the price, and, like, it's one of those places where there's, like, a whole thing where you post your table number on Instagram and, like, your location, like, which Wetherspoons you're at, and people will just buy you drinks and, other things. I think I remember one time, like, my friends posted in the group chat, like, oh, we're at Wetherspoons, and then one of our friends ordered 5 bowls of peas to the table. It's kind of like that. But I do love a good spoons, and so many, like, places can be turned into spoons. Like, sometimes you have, like, these really old, like, beautiful, like Tudor buildings, and it's a fucking Wetherspoons. And then you also have, like, these modern buildings, these new builds, and they just turn it into a Wetherspoons. I don't know the ins and outs of Wetherspoons, but yeah, I just want to visit 5 different spoons in 5 different cities, because I just want to see what it's like. I want to see, like, how it differs across the country. Now, I've already been to a Wetherspoons in 1 different city this year, because I went to visit some friends, so that's 1. 4 more to go. I don't want to count my city as part of it, because I feel like that's a little bit of a cop-out, but if we get to, like, the end of the year, like, we get to November, and I've gotten, like, 4 cities, I'm just like, oh, fuck it, I'll just count my city as one of them. Which is funny, because I don't often go into Wetherspoons. I really don't, but I do like a Wetherspoons. I do like their cocktails. And I do like that their double rum and cokes are very cheap, because I'm a little pirate. This one is mildly unhinged. The Sims 4 100 Baby Challenge. I just have never completed it, and I really want to. I've made like some good progress where like annoying, hang on, let me finish my sentence before I interrupt myself. So I've made some really good progress. Like I think I got to like baby number 25 or something, which is a quarter of the way. No, I think I even got up to 30. I think I got up to like 30 babies. And basically the point of the challenge is, if you're not a Sims like enjoyer like myself, Sims challenges are so cursed. Anyway, you basically have to have 100 babies with 100 different Sims, and that means you can't just have the same baby daddy for all 100 babies, it needs to be a different one each time. And there's like certain aspects to the challenge, like they need to hit certain perks, you have to randomise their traits and all of that, and once the matriarch dies, or like can't have kids anymore, the next oldest like child that can bear children takes over. It's kind of fucked if you really think about it, but it's something so iconic in the Sims community that I've never been able to accomplish, and I want to do it this year. I want to do it. I remember when I used to, oh god, way back in the day when I used to stream on Twitch, I used to stream the 100 baby challenge, and it was great because I remember like just naming the kids like after fucking like viewers, which hindsight is a little bit weird. Because I did have the Child Protective Services in The Sims knock on the door being like, excuse me, your child is hungry, we're gonna take them away. I love The Sims, man, it's so stupid. Skye picks one of the most subtle blushes in their collection. That's not enough blush, actually. The next one is self-explanatory, don't really need to discuss it. Have £4,000 in savings. Now, if you're watching this and you are a criminal, I do not have money. I don't. Go away. Go away. I just want to have a good savings account. I just think it's a good goal to have. I haven't said a fucking word. Alright, we're moving on to the second row, and the next one is silly. Reach platinum in Valorant. I love Valorant. I love that game. And I have peaked gold 3. I want to hit platinum in the rankings. Won't linger on it too long, because I feel like I don't know how much of my audience is really that into Valorant and gaming in general. I feel like there's a crossover with like makeup lovers and like cozy games. Maybe not so much like shouting at children in first-person shooters. I don't shout at children, I only shout at them if they shout at me first. One time a guy was being really sexist towards me and just really rude for no reason, and I told him, I'm going to have sex with your dad to give him a son that he will love. It was brutal. And one time one of the enemy team members told me that they hoped that my grandma loses at bingo. And I thought that was actually quite rude. Anyway, moving swiftly along. The next one is start a VCA course. So VCA stands for Veterinary Care Assistant, and I would like to become a VCA. I'm currently just a receptionist at a vet practice, but I would like to be a VCA. I want to like develop my skills with working with animals. I want to be more hands-on with things, and I think eventually, maybe like eventually I would train to become a registered vet nurse. That would be really cool. But yeah, I want to start a VCA course this year, and I'm currently on track to doing that. I think it starts, I'm not too sure what month it starts. It starts in the next few months, but fingers crossed it goes well, because I would really, I'm just really excited. I find it awkward talking because I'm like, oh, it's my dream to work with animals, but it's just, it's just not fun to talk about. Well, it is fun to talk about, but like I feel a bit like, I don't know, I'm shy. I don't know, man. Okay, before we continue on with this, I need to think about what I want to do. I have like a little chalice of water, so we can mix up some things in this palette. I'm kind of thinking of doing like, shall I do some dots? To be fair, I haven't done dots in a while. I do love little dots. I think they're fun. Or I could do star. No, I've done stars recently. Have I? I don't know. Maybe I'm actually lying to you. Sorry. Oh god, this brush has red in it. No! I wanted to use it for yellow! That is not the colour that we wanted our water to be. You know what, we're gonna do little circles. I think circles are cute. Circle. I'm first gonna use, I think I'm gonna use Maximum Slay. The next square on the bingo card is make a pavlova. Now, I love a pavlova. I grew up in Australia, and I like to mention it anytime I can because I am fucking insufferable. I'm half Australian, if you didn't know. And I just haven't had a pavlova in years. I think the last time I had a pav, I was like 10 or something, and I am not 10. I am really. And if you don't know, a pavlova is basically like a meringue dessert. It's literally just like meringue with like cream and like different toppings. It's fucking good shit, dude. Usually it's served with like fruits. And I love a pav, and I haven't had one in so long. And I thought, you know what, it might be a fun challenge to make a pavlova. I do like baking. That's one thing that's like a not a secret hobby that I have, but it's something that I enjoy doing. I just don't do it enough. We've all got those, right? Like, we all have things that we like doing, but it's not really something that you'd like bring up in conversation. Next thing is get my nails done. Now, I have never gotten my nails professionally done by a nail tech, but my best friend Emma loves getting her nails done, and they always look so fucking cute. And I want to be cutesy. I want to be cute. I love all the nail art that Emma gets, and like her nails, she gets like super long nails, which look really cute, but like, I think I would go for like a short almond shape. I love watching nail content and stuff. Like, I loved Simply Nailogical on YouTube, like back when she did nail videos. I still rewatch them. I love her content. And I like watching like reels of people doing like nail hacks because like they're just kind of satisfying to watch. The only thing is that I don't like the sound of nail files. That genuinely makes me want to rip my fucking skin off. So I have a feeling I'll need to have my headphones in and just not listen to when they're doing all of that. Which I feel like, is that rude? I don't know. If I tell the nail tech that I'm autistic, I think they might be okay with it. No, they're just gonna kick me out. What if they do? Next we have assist with 3 surgeries. So again, I want to get more hands-on experience. And when I say assist with surgeries, I don't mean that I am holding the fucking scalpel and doing something. Unless, even then, like, I'm not trained to do so, but I will be training to do so, hopefully. I have helped in a couple of surgeries. Like, for an example, I helped with a pyometra case. I was there to like help clear down the theatre and all of that, and I just thought that that was really fun. And like, I was helping like take pictures of the uterus, because that's a job that needs doing. Very fascinating, can I just say. Her uterus was triple the size it should have been. She did live. She did live. I don't know why, like, I kind of said that really ominously. She's alive and well. She's doing great, actually. She's thriving. I like how I say she as if she's a human. She's a German Shepherd. I can't say anything further than that because patient confidentiality. And another case that I helped with was a bladder surgery to remove some stones. And I remember, like, I was walking past, like, the operating theatre and I was asking the vet who was operating a question, just about, like, one of his clients. And one of his patients, and he said to me, he was like, "Skye, can you just like pop in here real quick? Like, I just need an extra pair of hands." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I like put on some gloves and I like took off my shoes and I went into the theatre, and he has this dog just laying on its back, like spread eagle, because like with her bladder and stuff like out. I should have put a content warning for graphic mentions of stuff. Don't worry, I'll add that in post. But yeah, while she was laying there, he just said to me, he was like, "Skye, can you just grab her vulva?" And I went, "What? I beg your pardon? Why am I grabbing this dog's pum-pum?" It was purely because they were putting a syringe, into her ninny. They were putting a syringe into her ninny so they could squirt some saline in it to kind of push the bladder stone, like, out of the bladder, like, in like from the hole that he had made in the bladder, just to kind of like squirt gun it out, basically. And I needed to hold the, I had to hold the vulva like this to keep the, to keep the syringe in place like that. And, so I was trying to do that, and it was really fun. It was so weird. It was so weird. First of all, also, it was really difficult because I was trying my best, but it was just not working, and then the nurse was like, oh, let's swap places. You put the syringe in, I'll squeeze the vulva. I was like, okay, slay. So we swapped places, and then she couldn't do it, and she was like, I'm really sorry, like, this pum-pum is slippery. She did not say, this pum-pum is slippery. She said it in a more obviously professional way, but the way that I'm telling the story, the pum-pum was slippery. And yeah, that was fun. I remember I came home from work and my mum was like, oh, how was work today? And I said, I just grabbed a dog's fanny. And she was just a bit surprised. She was like, wow, you really are living the dream. And I said, yeah, it's actually very fun. So yeah, that's a roundabout way of me saying I want to help with more surgeries. I think it will just, they're just really fun, really good experience, and I like being useful in these little situations. Right, we're moving on to the middle row. So we are now on Visit Edinburgh. I just have never been to Edinburgh, I've never been to Scotland, and I wanna go to Scotland. I'm now gonna take the yellow. I wanna go to Edinburgh, it just looks gorgeous, and yeah, I've always wanted to visit Scotland. The next square is complete my LEGO Animal Crossing collection. Now I'll put a picture here of my LEGO Animal Crossing collection. I have a whole bookshelf dedicated to it. As soon as LEGO announced that they were doing an Animal Crossing collection, it kind of reignited my love for LEGO, and I lost my shit. I was like, I have to buy all of it. And I bought all of them at the time when they came out, and then in the summer they came out with, I think 2 or 3 more sets, I believe. I think it was 2 more sets, and then I bought one of them, and then the bigger one, like the Town Hall, I haven't bought, so the only ones that I am missing are the Town Hall, Leaf's Caravan, Able Sisters, Tailoring Shop, and Celeste. So yeah, they're the only ones that I'm missing, and I would just like to complete them. I want to finish my collection, because that shelf brings me so much joy. You have no idea how much joy it brings me. And it's just, every time I look at it, I just get happy. I love Animal Crossing. It's my comfort game. Always has been since I was a child. The middle free space is Survive. I don't think we need to linger on that one. The next square is Learn to Drive, and I actually have an update with this one. So I've actually started my driving lessons in January, and it's kind of mental because I didn't think that I was gonna be able to do it, but my friend recommended me her driving instructor, and my friend is quite an anxious person and like an anxious driver, so I was like, if he's gonna make her feel safe and like secure in a car, he'll probably be the same for me. I booked my driving lesson on New Year's Eve. He was like messaging me like all the details and stuff while I was drunk. And I felt kind of like embarrassed because I was kind of like, fuck it, I'm booking my driving lessons now. I'm gonna do it. Like, sober me was too scared to do it, so drunk me was gonna do it. And yeah, so I booked them, and I've had a couple lessons so far, and honestly, I am so fucking proud of myself. The first time, I was just going forward and back, and like in the car and stuff. We tried doing a bit of steering, and then I had a panic attack. Yes. I have driving trauma that I don't really feel like getting into because it's actually quite horrifying and I don't really want to acknowledge it right now. But anyway, got driving trauma. So then, cause the driving instructor like asked me, he was like, are you okay? Can we like discuss what just happened? And then we did, and he was like, okay, that's very understandable why you were terrified. Like, that is completely fair enough. But the next lesson, we basically did like the driving back and forth thing. And then we were doing steering, but he was controlling the pedals. I'm learning on manual, by the way. And then, like, I was doing steering and the pedals myself, and then I drove around the entire car park independently. Like 3 times. He only had to intervene, like, once, because I stalled the car because I was scared. But I drove around completely independently, and I am fucking so proud of myself, and he was so proud of me. He was like, bro, well done. It was such an opposite, like, feeling to the sheer anxiety of the first lesson. Like, I felt so on top of the world. I just can't wait to get my license this year. I'm so determined. Now that I'm actually doing it, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking get my license, dude. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna drive, and then I'm gonna be an absolute nuisance, because randomly I'm just gonna text my friend Emma and be like, Emma, do you wanna get McDonald's at like 3 in the morning? And she'll be like, yeah. Next thing on the list is bake cookies. Purely because I hate baking cookies. I'm not good at baking cookies. I don't know why they're so fucking difficult. Every time I try and get them like nice and like thick, but still like a little bit crispy, but like still chewy. No, I always fucking burn them, or they're too thin and they're yucky and they're just, ugh. Like, I'm so upset. Every time I've baked cookies, it's just ended up with me being really upset, and I just want to bake cookies and it turn out nice. And I think that's a reasonable thing to ask, but who knows. Maybe I'll do a video of me baking cookies. Wait, that could be funny. I think I did, like, fun fact, I've had this YouTube channel since I was 12, and I was active on it since I was 12. All those old videos are nowhere to be seen. They are long deleted. Goodness gracious me, but I did a couple of cooking videos, and honestly, I wish I still had the video footage. I wish I just privated them instead of delete them, because they, like, I want to fucking see what little, like, 15-year-old Skye was doing, like, cooking. I want to see that. Oh, this is so cute! Look at these colours! These colours are so pretty! I don't think I want to add any other colours. I think I want to just leave it like this, dude. I think that's so cute. Oh, going along with the baking train, we have Baker Lamington. Lamingtons are one of my favourite desserts of all time, and I haven't had a Lamington since I was a child. Basically, a Lamington is a sponge cake, and it is dipped in chocolate, and it is coated in coconut shavings, and it slaps so fucking hard. It is incredible. You can also have Lamingtons with jam inside. I haven't had a Lamington since I was, again, probably like 12, and I miss them. I miss them so much, and I've never, to taste a Lamington again genuinely would make my life. Next one is 5 new songs on the ukulele. I can play ukulele. Again, another thing that I don't really talk too much about, because it's like a hobby that I do it's kind of like a hobby for myself. Like, I don't really like talking about it, or I'm also just shy. So I grew up playing instruments, and one instrument I've always wanted to learn was guitar, but I never learned guitar because guitars are too big for me. I'm really small. And so I decided during COVID, I was like, you know what? Let's just learn ukulele, because I hadn't learned an instrument in years. Like, I know how to play clarinet and piano, but I haven't played either in years, and as an adult I was like, fuck it, let's just learn ukulele. So I know a few songs, I'm self-taught. That would kind of conflict with getting my nails done, because you kind of can't really play ukulele with nails. It's one of the reasons why I don't have, like, super long natural nails like I used to, because I want to be able to play ukulele at times. And I know a few songs. But I would like to learn 5 new songs, and I think that would be really nice. And I would say that I would perform them for you guys, but I am not doing that. I'm shy. When it comes to instruments and stuff, like, I love playing instruments and I really like singing, but I literally hate the idea of anyone perceiving me while I'm doing it. Like, genuinely, my mum obviously means it in a compliment where she's like, I can hear you playing, it's really nice, and I go, ugh, don't you fucking dare. Don't listen to me, don't perceive me. Like, I hate it. I really hate it. Which is ironic, because I do like performing. Like, I was in band when I was a kid, like, for clarinet. I was clarinet 1. I was first clarinet. Yes, which is ironic, because I find playing in bands is fine, but, like, Doing it myself? Ugh, don't listen to me! Yucky. Speaking of yucky, I need a new mascara. This one is so dry, but it's out of stock on the website and I don't want to settle for less! I want you! The next one is finish Baldur's Gate 3 because I'm on Act 2 of Baldur's Gate 3 and I literally love it. Baldur's Gate 3 is probably one of my favourite games of all time now, but my problem is with having OCD, and I don't know if any of you with OCD or whatever mental ailment has chosen you, I don't know if any of y'all have this. Y'all have this? Why have I have a southern accent? I don't know if any of you have this, but like, my brain is like, oh, you like this a lot? You're not allowed to play it. You need to play it at the perfect time where you're not gonna ruin it. Which is so bizarre. Like, I've been this way for years. One of my best friends bought me Elder Scrolls Online because I love Skyrim. I love Skyrim so much, and he said, this is literally like Skyrim but multiplayer and you're really gonna like it. He bought that for me 6 years ago. Have I even installed it? No, because I know I'm going to love it, and I'm not allowed. I'm just not allowed. And honestly, like, during my breakup and when I was in, like, that depressive hole at, like, the end of last year, I bought Baldur's Gate 3 because I needed, like, that escapism, and it was absolutely wonderful. I absolutely love it. And I could really just focus all of my time and energy on it. But now, I'm just like, every time I think to open it and be like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy some Baldur's Gate, my brain just goes, no, you're not allowed. You're gonna enjoy yourself too much, and right now you can't have that. Like, why? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. But yeah, I want to finish the story, because also I want to be able to play it again, so I can rizz up Karlach, because Karlach's really pretty. Right now I am rizzing up Gale. He's currently my man's, because I have a type, and it's Gale. I really like Gale. I also like Halsin, but I fucked up. I didn't clear the Shadow Realm, and he was really upset, and he was like, I must stay here, and I was like, ah, because I'm a druid, and he's a druid, and like, we would have, you know. But it's okay, Gale's my #1. Next we have stay consistent with poll. So I started doing poll end of last year, I think in November, because of one of my friends at work, who's become like one of my closest friends, Billy. Like, she does poll like religiously, and she was like, come on, you're gonna really enjoy it. And honestly, I have never felt like more confidence in myself. Like, poll has done so much for me. I understand why people rave about it so much, because it's fucking brilliant. It's fucking great. I absolutely love poll, and I just want to stay consistent with it for a year. I'm going once a week, like minimum once a week, sometimes twice a week. And I really like the routine it's given me. It's like given me a lot of strength. I feel like I've got a lot of muscle, like I'm kind of toned now. Again, not that you'd know because of my big bandage. My beautiful palette of iridescent shadows, my beloveds. My baby cakes, my baby girls. That's the wrong colour. Shite. This is the colour I wanted. That's better. The next one is read 20 books. So my Goodreads goal for the year is 20. And again, I really like reading. I used to love reading as a child, and then I just stopped for years and years. And now last year I finally got back into reading, and oh my fucking god, I love it! I love reading! I read 13 books last year, so I feel like 20 is actually like, I feel like it's a bit of a push, but I think I can do it. I also have a book club with my old work friends, and we're keeping that going, even though now 2 of us have left my old workplace, which is quite funny now. And I will be posting my book reviews on my Goodreads and on my Instagram stories. I've linked my Goodreads on my Instagram like today, but I think I'll also like post a link like down below for you guys if you want to follow me on Goodreads. Fuck it, now that I've used that first shade, I kind of want to use that other shade that I accidentally used just to kind of mix in. Because I think it just brings a bit of warmth, a bit of orange. or ring. Alright, I am literally about to finish my makeup and we still have a whole row to go, so while I'm figuring out what lipstick I want to wear, we'll just speed through these last ones. I say figure out, and I don't know. I don't know what I want. So yeah, the next ones are, this one's a bit silly, but it's a silly necessity, is find all the stones of Baron Zaya in Skyrim. Now, like I said, Skyrim, my favourite game. I love Skyrim very much. Okay, this has not gone off. I was really worried that it did. I haven't won it in a long time. I have all of the achievements. I've been playing Skyrim since I was 10. And it's literally my favourite game of all time, and I'm so autistic about it, like it's actually obnoxious. But I have never found all of the stones of Baron Zaya. There are 24 stones that you can just find in the wild, and at the end they create a crown. It's not a necessary quest, and I found quite a few. I think like the maximum I found in one playthrough was like, I think like 13 or 12, something like that. I just want to be able to find all of them without cheating. I think maybe there's one that I need to actually make sure that I do, because you can only do it in a certain like time frame. But I want to do it without cheating. That's the main thing. I might be cheeky and look up some, maybe. If I get desperate, I'll do it. But I want to actually, like, organically do it. Next we have learn a full pole climb. So just being able to climb all the way to the top of the pole. I can do, like, one climb, and I was able to do, like, a full climb with someone, like, spotting me. When Billy was, like, spotting me, I actually was able to climb to the top, but she was kind of, like, making me do the maneuvers, like, she was maneuvering my legs and stuff, and, because you have to kind of, like, pull and push. Like, I just want to be able to do it. That's my pole goal at the end of the year. It's funny, because my friend Emma, her, like, kind of pole goal is, to do the splits by the end of the year, because doing splits, like, leads you to do a lot of things, like inverting and all of that. People that are into pole would understand, but yeah, just some certain moves. It's good to know the splits, and climbing is also just a really good fundamental skill to have, and I just really enjoy the strength stuff, so I want to be able to do a full pole climb. Next we have finish 2 book series. Self-explanatory. I did start another book series, which is not very smart of me, to be honest. I always tell myself, stop starting new book series and you haven't even finished them, and what do? Start a new book series. Stupid. Thankfully it's a short one. The penultimate one is bandage a dog or a cat. I know how to bandage a, like, animal, like a dog or a cat. I say those specifically because we do get rabbits in the practice and I have no fucking idea how to fucking bandage them. Probably a leg is fairly straightforward, but like their head with their ears, I have no idea. I know how to do it, like watching it and like demonstrating, and I've had a first aid course, but like I want to be able to do it myself. I want to do it myself, like, the whole time, and like that would be really fun. So yeah, want to do that. And the last one is visit Stoke-on-Trent, which is so anticlimactic with all of these like big goals, and then it's like, visit Stoke-on-Trent. Now, if you don't know, if you're not from the UK, Stoke-on-Trent's a bit of a shithole. There's nothing there. There's literally nothing there. And the funny thing is, Stoke-on-Trent has become an inside joke with Emma and I, because I remember Emma was randomly going, Stoke-on-Trent, we just say things. We're both autistic, dude. We just say things. And I was like, what the fuck are you quoting? Like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, do you not know Dick and Dom, like Stoke-on-Trent, like that song? And I was like, I've never seen Dick and Dom. I didn't grow up in the UK. I have no idea what this shit is. She showed me this video from this show called Dick and Dom. And like, there's this like cat and they're like, where are we going to? And the cat just goes, Stoke-on-Trent, Stoke-on-Trent, a historical town on the, I don't remember the lyrics, but he sings an entire song about fucking Stoke-on-Trent, and there's literally shit all in this place, but they made a whole song about it, and because of it, Emma and I randomly just start stimming and setting each other off by going, Stoke-on-Trent, Stoke-on-Trent. And because it's such a meme, I just want to go to Stoke-on-Trent now. I want to recreate the Stoke-on-Trent video, which is so dumb. Like, I keep begging my friends, like, can we go to Stoke-on-Trent? When can we go to Stoke-on-Trent? And all of them say, no, we're not fucking going. And I'm like, yes, we are. We have to. So, yeah, it's funny because when I showed my dad my bingo card, because he was like, oh, that sounds cool, like, show me. I showed him the bingo card. The first thing he said was, why the fuck do you want to go to Stoke-on-Trent? And I feel like at that point I have to go to Stoke-on-Trent. That is actually it for today's video. I love this Get Ready With Me. I love yapping about stupid things, and hopefully this has inspired you to do your own bingo. Thank you, Ellie's sister, for inspiring this. You have no idea who I am, but thank you. And the look today is super cute, using the Lins Glisten palette. My camera is about to die, so I need to, like, lock in, but it's so cute. Like, look at that, little dots. Eee! Super sweet. It's pitch black outside, as you can tell by the lack of light in my room. I should have probably turned on a light for backlighting, but I didn't think that far ahead. Yeah, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know, what are something... Literally, as I was doing the outro, the camera battery literally died, so I kind of manifested it. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know, what is something that's on your bingo card for this year, if you're gonna make one. Honestly, genuinely do it. Like, I think it's such a fun way to do, like, resolutions without actually making, like, a resolution. You know, like, I think it's a fun way of doing it, and also, like, when you do things, you can cross them off and, like, try and hit bingo. Like, it's a nice little game. Like, genuinely, such a good idea. I've been telling everyone in my life to make a fucking bingo card, and I've made, like, 3 other people make bingo cards. It's not even my idea, and I keep making people do it. It's just a good idea. But yeah, if you'd like to see more makeup content from me, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's faerie.skye right here. I post all my looks there, and I'm active on there every single day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you here. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, waving with the other hand is weird. Bye!